as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard, for your mom to your pop, to the beat, to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming!
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
That ball complete to Isabella. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 8-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Now Rashad Penny. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. This is Penny. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Murray now. He'll get this to Eckler. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Murray now on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 11. You got tight. Right there. Switch. Jack. Deuce.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Right there, 54 Mike. I got him. Hey, watch that.
Murray with a third and long. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Austin Eckler, 91 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
One, Omaha.
From the 27, Garoppolo. He finds an opening past the 40. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 30, 20. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
56. Not today, you are. Not today.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set, hut. Pittsburgh. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We own it.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He's got Green. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Murray again. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Watch 54. I got him. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Eckler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Buzz. 58 to Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 58, right there.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
12. At 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic. Woo-hoo! Hey, high 7. 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. I got you.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Shit. 65. 58 Hey, 2. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 13-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Murray now on 1st down. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Cardinals take
Let's go,
over
go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1.
Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
In fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
58, come on. Watch the run, watch the run.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check it out,
Penny, a first down carry. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 52. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Silver. Slack! Six guys. Hey, Delta. Hey, go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the turnover, here's Murray. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line. The end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
58 to Mike, 58. Hey, team 6, team 6.
From the 29, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 58, right there. Watch the curl. 11. 58 to Mike. Watch the screen. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Wait.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now it's Penny. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cardinals' 31-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 9. Switch. Check 43. Hey, switch gears.
So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
The Cardinals take over.
Come on, man, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we got
the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A give, Eckler running to the right. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the ready. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Play fake. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike 54. Are you getting the head? 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Murray to air it out again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Switch! Switch! 21, 21. 58, come on! 58, come on! 1, Omaha!
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
12, fellas, here we go.
Penny trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect Let your quarterback operate and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Josh D. And 58 is the Mike. Go, 58 is the Mike. 58 is the Mike. 58 is the Mike. Hey, time. Go. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Here we go.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check 24. Check 21. Here we go.
They'll toss it to Penny. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Yo. 21. 58 is the Mike. Go, 58 is the Mike.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
11. 21.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 80. Coming this way. Here we go. Hey, alert 3. 21. Here we go. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
58 the Mike. 58 the Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 12, fellas. Here we go. 58, boys. 58 Mike.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Murray
now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 12.
Ready. 15 on it. Check. Watch 54. Now watch run. Go. Mike's by 4. Let's go.
Throwing is Murray on third down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Niners have it. And, oh, he will not get in. Took it all the way back inside the 5. But in the end, an exercise in futility. He doesn't get to the promised land.
So when the Rules Committee decided to put some excitement into the PAT, or the extra point, this is what they were talking about. Blocked, returned, nearly for 2 points, but great hustle and a big-time tackle prevented that.
That's what I was just going to say. Excellent hustle to stay with it after the block and make that tackle. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
San Francisco.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby.
Hey, alert!
58, Mike. Man, that's trash. 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Let's go.
Hey, gun. Go ahead.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
21.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 58 is the Mike. 58.
Lock.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Garoppolo now. His throw incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15.
21. 11. Hey, Haywood. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. On the arm.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Come on, set. Go to base. 54 Mike. Oh, you got deep? It's the ad quick. Put it on. Rest.
On first down, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Check. Watch 54. Hey.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
We got 3.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And a penalty flag is down here. The kick no good, but they may have sold out a bit too much for the block. Looked like they made contact with him on the follow-through. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray able to find Isabella. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, open man, completes it to Butler. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Cardinal,